I'm living in the days that I prayed for. 4:30 comes at you fast. My big tail head. It's storming really bad outside, so I'm gonna make this as quick as possible in case we lose power. It is only 8:37. It's early, but your girl has showered and she's gonna do her skincare and get in the bed. Let me tell you why. I've officially been driving the bus for 3 months now, and for the last 3 months I've been driving a very small route. I mean, last one to leave in the morning, almost the first one back. I'm not really the first one back because I leave so late, but I have the shortest route. My route was like 45 to 50 minutes, morning and afternoon. I was always the first one back in the afternoon. And once basketball season was over, I called my supervisor and asked him if there were any extra routes or opportunities to do a longer route, because I wanted to get more hours, which equivalent to more money. And the only thing he had at the time was like a route, but it was temporary because the driver was in an accident, and once she got back from her leave, she was going to get her route back. I didn't want to jump on that because that means I would need to leave American Eagle, and it would only be temporary, so I would be back in the same position without American Eagle once she came back for her route, so I declined that. But about 2 weeks ago, he asked me would I be willing to do an extra portion of a route that didn't require me to give up American Eagle. It just extended my morning and my afternoon route, but it still didn't interfere with my schedule going to American Eagle. So I said yes. I went from working about, on average, 13 to 14 hours a week to 27. It requires me to wake up at 4:30 a.m. and in the afternoon I don't get home until after 6 p.m. So it is extremely long. Like, imagine my American Eagle days. I wake up at 4:30 a.m. I don't get home until 6 p.m. and then there's 2 nights a week we still have practices. We have other school functions. Like, Michael was just in a musical concert at his school. There's still other things going on that, like, I don't just get off at 6 and get in the bed. I get off at 6 and clock into my most important job, which is mother. And I be tired. Like, I think I've done it 2 weeks now. Is it 2 weeks or 1 week? No, this is my second week doing it. So last week I was in my bed by 8:30 and sleep by 9:30. I was not playing because 4:30 comes at me fast, and it's such a long route that I find myself, if I don't get the proper amount of sleep, like, I feel exhausted and sleepy just by driving. And driving the bus is literally the easiest part of my day and the most enjoyment that I get. I love driving the bus. I love being a bus driver. I love my kids. I love my route. I love my bus. I love the school. I love my schedule. I love my life. Everything is just, it's exactly what I wanted it to be. The only thing I'm struggling with right now is the days that I have to go to American Eagle. Hear me out. It's not because I don't enjoy American Eagle. I still thoroughly enjoy American Eagle. It's just, I also thoroughly enjoy the days that I just do my morning route, can come home, run errands, clean my house, cook dinner, get things organized, so many other things that I can do in that middle portion of the day, and then go back for my afternoon route. And that was my original plan. American Eagle only came into the picture because during the summer, the gap that it took to become a school bus driver, I needed a stream of income. So the original goal was become a bus driver and use the middle of the day to create and edit content. That is my ultimate goal. But right now, we're not at a place where we can let American Eagle go. And to be honest with you, I don't want to let American Eagle go. Not right now. But I do plan to let it go at some point because I ultimately want to be a full-time content creator and the school bus be my part-time gig, and we're gonna keep working until we get there. This weekend I told the kids I was watching a vlog by McKenna Walker, I believe is her name, and I was just telling the boys, like, just imagine if I was just consistent with my content creation and getting my vlogs and videos out there more consistently, and we can literally live the life that we're dreaming of, which is a life of ease and doing all the things we want to do and not having to do things we don't want to do because we feel like we have to, because we don't have to do anything that we don't want to do, and we can literally create the life that we want. So it's just really cool, honestly, to look back. My lips feel dry. To think about what I was calling in even a year ago of things that I wanted, and I'm living them right now. Like, some days I still can't believe I'm a bus driver. Like, I'm a girl that worked at a call center and in her early 20s thought that that was as good as it was gonna get. Like, with no degree, no college education, I'm never gonna have a job better than this, like better benefits, better pay, and it was good money, but I was miserable. Fast forward to getting a county job with state benefits, working for DSS for 4 years, then going to the hospital, still in state program, but under a not a private hospital, but under a hospital. Loved what I did, loved my patients, didn't care for the environment, didn't care for the supervision I was under, and I also, again, was very miserable. So every day I think I want a life that I enjoy. I want a life that I love to wake up to, and I'm gonna be honest, I love waking up and I go to sleep at peace. I'm living in the days that I prayed for, and I love when I sit and I realize that I'm living answered prayers. So this is just me explaining to you guys why I'm establishing a bedtime and a night routine, because your girl is a 4 a.m. baddie now. Not 4 a.m., 4:30. And tomorrow I want to take you along with me of what it's like of being a 2-job shouty. Because I cannot believe I have 2 jobs. Because when I got my job at the call center at 19, and when I went to the jobs at DSS, I always said, I just want one job, one schedule, clock in, clock out, go home. I didn't want multiple jobs because I thought that was working harder. Where fast forward 20 years, almost 20 years, not really, I'm not about to be 40, but I'm working 2 jobs and I don't feel like I'm working harder because there's no stress on my mind and on my body, and I love that for me. So tomorrow I will see you bright. Actually, not bright, but I will see you early. It is going to be very dark, and we're just going to go on a adventurous day of being a school bus driver, a retail employee, a mom, doing all the things. And I'll see you in the morning. Told you, 4:30 comes at you fast. In the morning, I put on SPF because I really wear SPF all the time now because I'm trying to protect my skin. But now that I'm getting more sun exposure, it's a definite must. I have two different colors because I felt like this one was too dark. This one is too light. But together, they're perfect. And I just mix them. Michael, can you go close the room door?
Yes. Like lottery?
Yeah.
Yes.
I wake Michael up with me to get ready. And then he lays back down. Let's head to work. I've done my pre-trip. It's actually a lot cooler today than it has been. It's been in the 60s, 70s when I get here in the morning, and right now it's in the 50s. And I'm gonna throw my jacket on. I've got the heat warming up on the bus. I haven't needed the heat in over a week, but I've done my pre-trip. I'm gonna grab a blanket for Bray because he loves to wrap up once he gets on the bus, and I'm gonna grab my work bag and we are gonna do my morning route. And it will take about 2.5 hours before I get back, and then I'll be eating my snack and heading to American Eagle. So I will check back in a little bit. Morning route is complete. It was a good ride. when I have these long stretches on the highways or back roads where there's no turns for 10 minutes straight, I just start drifting, not falling asleep, but just like losing slight focus. But when Bray got on the bus, he did tell me Michael missed his bus because Bray slept through their alarm, which messed up the entire morning routine because Bray wakes up, gets Michael up to get on the bus. He gets up with me to get dressed, ready, teeth brushed, and then he'll lay back down. That way when Bray wakes him up, all he has to do is just get up and go get on the bus. But they missed the bus today, which it happens. We've been doing this routine. This is the second week, and this is the first time that Michael has missed the bus and Bray has overslept or slept through his alarm. So we're just gonna move bedtime up 30 more minutes tonight, and maybe even change the sound on Bray's alarm. It might be a little too soft to wake him up out of his sleep. So we're just gonna make some changes and see if that helps. I am on the way to American Eagle. I'm gonna have what I call an easy day at American Eagle today, because most days when I get to American Eagle, as you've seen in previous videos, I have to clean the store before we open and then work sales. Today, all I have to do is boss, and what that is packing orders for customers that made online purchases, and we're picking the items from our store, packaging it, and sending it off via mail or FedEx. So that's what I have for my entire shift. Easy peasy day, and I get off at 2. Then we'll be heading back to the school to do my afternoon route. But if I'm able to, I'll show you a little bit of what I'm doing in the store. But actually, because it's packaging customer items with shipping labels, I probably won't be able to do that. But again, not my normal cleaning routine, just doing boss orders for my entire shift. Okay, so there's only 8 boss orders. 4 of them are due today, but I'm gonna try and knock out all 8 of them. I did not complete all the boss orders from work because as I'm doing the ones that were in there that I pulled as soon as I got to work, more orders are dropping in. So it originally started at 8 and it probably went up to 12. So I completed for the day 10 because there was 2 left in there by the time I clocked out at the end of my shift. But I did get all the ones that were due today. I got all of those done. I got all the pickup orders done, and I got up out of there. I actually want to show you something I recently purchased for my bus, specifically for my bus. So once we get on the bus and get everything situated, I'm going to show you that, and then we'll do our pre-check and head out for our afternoon route. I've officially been driving for 3 months now and determined that there are a lot of things that I needed while on the road or between shifts. That's from one job to the next job. So I've just thought of a lot of things that I want to have accessible to me between my shifts and between my routes. So I recently bought a bog bag dupe. This is not a bog bag. It is actually a Simply tote. And I purchased this because I was not about to spend $90 on a rubber bag. Like, that is just ridiculous to me. And it's just going to sit on my bus and get dusty, dirty, all the things. So I was not about to spend $90 on a rubber bag. So this one actually is $49.99, so almost half the cost. This is my route book and my seating chart. When they give me new kids, I get a new slip of paper with their address, where to go, and my route is up here, and I also keep my seating chart in here. This is also another thing that would get left in my car and not be on the bus with me, and sometimes I would need it because I have to reference seating charts. These are personal items. And then this one is used the most. It is pretty much my everyday grabs This is my bus key. It houses my wallet, glasses cloth because those get dirty so bad. This is my portable charger because I also do not need to be driving my bus with a dead phone. You never know what might happen, and I need to be able to use my phone at all times. Charger, and this is the lens cap to the camera. This is also going to be very important because this right here is what made me get this bag together. I had a really bad headache last week and I didn't have any medicine on me, and sometimes when I get Michael from school he also needs Vaseline. But we've got wet ones for hand and face wipes, hand sanitizer, hand lotion. Michael is behind the camera making me laugh. Aleve, and then this is sinus and cold medicine because the pollen is outrageous right now. I've also got 2 bottles of water because your girl stay thirsty. Lysol wipes to clean quick messes. My last item in my bag are our snacks. So I wanted to keep it light. I actually need to restock this because we're running out. I've used it every day so far this week. But I've got the breakfast bars here, some cashews, and I also want to add like some nab crackers, but they didn't have any at the store when I went to go ahead and stock this, so I'll stock this probably end of week. But that's everything in my work bag, and this is just my 3rd day carrying it to work and having it with me, and so far it's been great. I throw a blanket in here also in the morning for Bray when I pick him up for my morning route. But that is what's in my work bag, and we're getting ready to pre-chip and do our afternoon route. I'm picking Michael up now. I am so tired after driving 2.5 hours. I have the most energy when we get started around 3, but about 4:30 I feel myself starting to give out of energy. But both the boys are asleep. I think they're waking up now. So I'm getting ready to drain the bus, shut it down, hit my child reminder, and head out of here. I'm so tired. I didn't close out the video yesterday because I got to Kingston's practice. We finished that, and immediately after we came home, my sister cooked, we ate dinner, and I had to take out Kingston and Bray's hair because they're getting it done today. My sister helped with braids, so that did cut down at least 75% of doing Bray's hair. I was able to take Kingston's out, wash it, blow dry it. He went to bed on time, but I didn't wash Bray's yet. So the plan today is, after I get off work for my morning route, drop Kingston off, come back here, then wash and blow dry braids, and then take him to get his hair done. Then I'll be taking them to school. And I really hope I have time for a nap because I am tired. I'm pretty sure it was 11:30 by the time I finally laid down and was able to sleep. But while I was doing Kingston's hair, a friend of mine dropped off a morning care package. There are 4 Alani energy drinks and 4 protein kind bars. So I'll be drinking one of those once I head to the school to see if that will wake me up. The crazy part about this care package is that at work, I had mentioned to my coworkers that I think I'm going to start drinking, or try, not start, but I'm going to try drinking the Alani energy drinks to see if they help with my morning routes. How I was telling you yesterday, I get a little sleepy halfway through that morning route. And then I've also been talking about increasing my protein, and those are the breakfast bars that I already eat. I don't eat the protein one, I've never tried that one, but I eat the kind bars. So when I get the care package, I'm thinking, does he have my phone tapped? How does he know this? Because I didn't tell him. I haven't really spoken to him recently about my plan to have smoother mornings. It's kind of weird. Like some telepathy communication might be going on, but I'm drinking one of those and then I'm gonna hit the road, get ready to put my shoes on and head to the school. I've got the heat. I've got the heat warming up on the bus. I'll be leaving in about 10 minutes. But the heat is warming up on the bus. The heat is on 80 in the car. It's 40 degrees outside. It just blows my mind how we're in April and we've been experiencing 70 to 80 something degree weather. And boom, it's freezing again. Because I believe in our sleep last night it got down to 30. But I'm getting ready to eat the kind breakfast protein bar and Alani Energy Orange Kiss. I don't think I've tried this one before. I don't think I've tried any of them that are in that basket. And I don't know if I'm gonna like this because it's peanut butter, banana, and dark chocolate. I hope this works because I love my route. I love driving. And I can't believe I even love waking up at 4:30 in the morning. I tasted the chocolate first. Now the peanut butter. And a hint of banana, but I like it. I have a water in my bag too. That was probably one of my worst ideas, to do the boys' hair last night. But my thought process was, I'm just doing a takedown and a wash and blow dry. That won't require me to be up all night. But I didn't factor in what time we were starting and bedtime. I forgot. I had to be in the bed by 9. But it was so helpful that my sister cooked dinner for us. And she started on she started on Bray's head while I was doing Kingston's head. It was so cute too. I'm in there taking down Kingston's hair. She's over there taking down Bray's hair. And we're watching Stranger Things. Michael's on the floor playing with his toys and an unintentional family bonding session. I probably got 5 hours of sleep. Let's see how this tastes. I was talking about this energy drink to my coworker because I took their pre-workout. And their pre-workout is supposed to be a better alternative for pre-workout because the caffeine isn't a chemical, they pull it from coffee beans. But I don't know 100% about the Alani energy drinks. But I was more interested in trying these versus Red Bull Monster because I'm just not a fan of increasing your heart rate and thickening your blood to an early death in the sake of it kept me up. 5 hour energy, that one either. I've never been a fan of 5 hour energies. Like, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this vlog because I know I have another busy day today. The boys are getting their hair braided, then they're going back to school, and your girl feels a nap in her spirit. Deep in my spirit, I feel a nap. So I'll go ahead and wrap this up. I think my life is very boring. It's jam-packed of things to do, and I'm always going, coming, ripping, running. But I feel like right now we're in this more like routine, schedulistic life, but it's fun for me. Being a mom, being a sports mom, being a boy mom, friendship, siblingship, relationships. It's fun for me right now. I love my life. I'm happy. I have tons of peace and quiet, and I love it. So I just want to document this journey because the whole purpose of me starting a channel was I would love to have gone back and watched videos of 20-year-old Jazz, because your girl, she was struggling. She was struggling emotionally, financially, she had no peace. And I wish I could go back and just look at the growth that I've made and document and share, but it's never too late. We're starting at 35. And this is my life. I will be back this weekend because I will be vlogging our first on the road AAU tournament, and we're going to Greensboro. So stay tuned for that because I think it's fun for me. Travel basketball, AAU. He plays for a great team, and I'll be sharing that with you this weekend. See you later.